Jamie's Heartfelt. Visit adventures to the nursing home. Jamie's class is introduced to their new community service project, visiting the local nursing home. The children prepare handmade gifts to bring joy to the nursing home residents. Arriving at the nursing home, Jamie feels a mix of excitement and nervousness. The children meet the nursing home residents, sharing smiles and introductions. Residents share stories of their youth, captivating Jamie and his friends. Jamie's class performs a song, bringing laughter and clapping from the audience. A resident teaches Jamie how to knit, passing on a skill and a story. The children visit the nursing home's garden, helping to plant new flowers. Residents share photo albums, giving the children a glimpse into the past. Jamie learns chess from a resident, discovering patience and strategy. The group shares afternoon tea, enjoying conversations and companionship. Jamie reads a story aloud, practicing his reading skills for an appreciative audience. A resident teaches the children a simple dance from their youth. An art session brings together young and old to create a mural of memories. Residents give the children thank you cards, expressing their gratitude. As they leave, Jamie and his classmates reflect on the day's lessons and joys. Jamie shares his experiences with his family, spreading the joy and lessons learned. Inspired by the visit, Jamie creates artwork reflecting his experiences. Jamie and his classmates eagerly plan their next visit to the nursing home. Jamie realizes the importance of kindness, empathy, and the joy of giving. Jamie's kindergarten. Chronicles, a day of learning and fun. Jamie arrives at kindergarten, excited for the day ahead. It's circle time, and Jamie eagerly joins his friends on the rug. Jamie dives into an art project, his imagination running wild. Outside, Jamie explores the playground, full of energy and laughter. Back inside, Jamie discovers the fun in learning numbers through games. Jamie listens intently as the teacher reads a captivating story. The classroom comes alive with music and dance. Jamie enjoys snack time, sharing treats and stories with friends. Jamie builds a towering castle with blocks, learning about teamwork. In the reading corner, Jamie finds a new favorite book. A lesson on plants leads Jamie to discover the wonders of nature. Jamie tackles a challenging puzzle, solving it with determination. Jamie helps a friend, strengthening their friendship. Inspired, Jamie writes a short story about his adventures. Jamie shares his favorite toy during show and tell, explaining why it's special. In the dress-up corner, Jamie embarks on a make-believe adventure. Together, the class creates a giant mural, expressing their creativity. A visit from a local animal shelter teaches Jamie about caring for pets. The day ends, and Jamie says goodbye to his friends with hugs. At home, Jamie reflects on his day, eager for the next. Jamie's wilderness. Adventure. A camping trip with lessons. Jamie and his classmates are introduced, packing their backpacks with essentials like water bottles, snacks, and sunscreen under the watchful eye of Mr. Edwards. The class arrives at the scenic campsite. They learn to pitch tents under Mr. Edwards' guidance, emphasizing teamwork and the basics of selecting a safe, flat area. The children take a nature walk, where Mr. Edwards points out various plants, teaching them to appreciate the beauty of nature while respecting wildlife habitats. Mr. Edwards demonstrates how to find and purify water, introducing the children to the concept of survival in the wilderness. The class learns about gathering firewood and building a campfire safely, understanding its importance for warmth and cooking. A lesson on using compasses and maps unfolds, with Mr. Edwards explaining how to orient themselves and navigate in the forest. Basic first aid skills are taught, including how to clean a cut and bandage a wound, highlighting the importance of being prepared for minor injuries. The leave no trace principles are introduced, teaching the children the importance of preserving natural spaces by minimizing their impact. A magical evening of stargazing, where Mr. Edwards shares fascinating stories about constellations and the universe, igniting the children's imagination. A discussion about wildlife safety, teaching children how to behave if they encounter animals, emphasizing respect and caution. The children engage in team-building exercises, learning the value of cooperation and communication in overcoming challenges. Everyone participates in cooking a meal over the fire, learning about outdoor cooking techniques and the joy of sharing a meal in nature. Around the campfire, Mr. Edwards tells inspiring stories of adventurers and survivalists, emphasizing courage and perseverance. The children experience their first night in tents, discussing their feelings and the importance of a good night's sleep outdoors. The class wakes up to a breathtaking sunrise, practicing mindfulness and expressing gratitude for the beauty of nature. Mr. Edwards guides the children in building shelters from natural materials, teaching them about resourcefulness and ingenuity. The children create crafts from found natural materials, learning to appreciate nature's offerings without causing harm. As the camping trip winds down, the class reflects on their experiences, sharing what they've learned and how they've grown. The importance of leaving the campsite cleaner than they found it is emphasized, with everyone pitching in to ensure no trace is left behind. The story concludes with the class's return journey, filled with stories to share and a newfound respect for the environment and each other. Jamie's Wondrous Week. Hidden in a dusty corner of the bookshelf, Jamie found a map that sparked his imagination for a backyard treasure hunt. With a pitcher of lemonade and a jar for coins, Jamie learned the sweet taste of hard work and the first steps in business. Wobbly at first on his roller skates, Jamie embraced every fall, getting back up with a bigger smile each time. The sweet smell of apple pie filled the air as Jamie learned that sharing with neighbors makes everything taste better. Under the stars and the soft glow of lanterns, Jamie's backyard transformed into a wilderness campsite. In the garden's greenery, Jamie discovered a caterpillar inching along, sparking a new project to learn about metamorphosis. At the fire station, Jamie's eyes widened at the sight of the shiny red truck, and he learned about the heroes who keep us safe. With scissors, glue, and a pile of memories, Jamie crafted a scrapbook, each page a colorful patchwork of his adventures. Jamie dug and planted in his little garden, his hands dirty with soil, growing a connection with the earth. The birdhouse stood ready, and Jamie watched eagerly, hoping for feathered visitors to enjoy his handiwork. Dressed in royal attire, Jamie held a tea party for his plush court, serving imaginary tea and very real cookies. Strumming a ukulele, Jamie discovered the joy of music, his fingers dancing to a tune of his own creation. The backyard became an obstacle course, and Jamie, with his friends, raced against time, laughter filling the air. Armed with a camera, Jamie set out to capture the wonders around him, every snapshot a treasure. Jamie learned the cycle of reuse, recycle, reduce, a little eco-warrior in the making. With paper and crayons, Jamie became an author and illustrator, bringing to life a story of his very own. Out in the garden, Jamie embarked on a scavenger hunt, each found item a victory, celebrated with a happy skip. In the calm of the morning, Jamie tried yoga, giggling as he balanced in tree pose, wobbling like the leaves. The farm was full of life, and Jamie learned about the animals, each one a new friend with a story to tell. As the week came to a close, Jamie reflected on his adventures, his heart full of memories, and a spirit eager for more. Jamie's journey. Jamie opened his eyes as the morning sun peeked through the curtains, painting his room in shades of gold. With tiny hands, Jamie helped his mom plant flowers, curious about the little insects that called the garden home. Lunchtime was a picnic in the park, where Jamie munched on his favorite peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Bursts of laughter filled the air as Jamie chased his fluffy dog around the yard, a game of tag with his barking friend. delicate butterfly landed on Jamie's finger, its wings a kaleidoscope of colors, inviting him on a dance through the garden. As the afternoon sun yawned, Jamie curled up with his favorite book and drifted into dreams. With splashes of paint on his cheeks and hands, Jamie's canvas was a burst of color, his imagination running wild. Today, Jamie's shoes finally met their match as he mastered the loops and knots of his laces. Laughter echoed across the playground as Jamie found a friend to share his adventures with. Raindrops pattered on the ground, inviting Jamie to jump in puddles, each splash a giggle. Night fell, and the sky became a canvas of stars, Jamie's eyes reflecting the moon's gentle glow. With a small pot and a handful of dirt, Jamie planted a seed, wondering what it would become. Grandpa's stories came alive as Jamie explored the woods, a world of green, whispering secrets. In Grandma's kitchen, the air was sweet with the scent of cookies, Jamie's small hands decorating them with colorful icing. Pillows and blankets became a fortress, Jamie the knight defending his castle from dragons. Dressed in a cape, Jamie zoomed around, a superhero saving the day, one adventure at a time. The zoo was a parade of wonders, each animal more fascinating than the last, as Jamie pressed his nose to the glass. When Mom played the piano, the music danced, and Jamie tried to catch the notes with his little fingers. Balloons and cake meant Jamie was another year wiser, his birthday wish a secret whisper. The day's end brought sleepy eyes as Jamie hugged his bear tight, his dreams ready to carry him to tomorrow's adventures. Milo and the mysterious music box. Introduce Milo, a curious and adventurous young boy with a love for music. Milo finds a beautifully carved ancient music box in his attic. He opens the box and it plays a mesmerizing tune, enveloping him in a magical glow. Suddenly, he finds himself transported to the lively streets of Rio de Janeiro during Carnival. He learns about samba music and joins in the vibrant parade. Next, the music box takes him to a peaceful temple in Japan during a traditional koto concert. Milo learns the delicate art of playing the koto. His journey continues to a campfire in the Australian outback with Aboriginal musicians. He discovers the unique sounds of the didgeridoo and the stories they tell. The music box then whisks him away to a bustling market in Morocco. He explores the rhythms of Arabic music and learns to play the darbuka. In India, Milo is enchanted by the sound of a sitar and the beauty of classical Indian music. He tries his hand at playing the sitar, adding his own twist to the music. The music box leads him to a flamenco show in Spain. He learns about the passionate dance and tries some flamenco steps. In a remote village in Africa, Milo joins a drum circle. He learns about the importance of drumming in communication and celebration. As the music box closes, Milo finds himself back in his room, filled with new knowledge and appreciation for world music. He starts to record his own music, inspired by his magical journey. Milo realizes that music is a universal language that connects cultures and people. Timothy's time traveling tricycle. Introduce Timothy, a curious and adventurous boy who loves history. Timothy finds an old tricycle in his grandfather's garage. He cleans it and notices strange symbols and a dial on the handlebar. Timothy decides to ride the tricycle and unknowingly turns the dial. Suddenly, he finds himself transported to ancient Egypt. He explores the pyramids and learns about the pharaohs and ancient architecture. Next, he travels to the time of the Roman Empire and sees the Colosseum. He learns about Roman engineering and gladiatorial games. His next stop is medieval Europe during the construction of a great castle. He learns about medieval society and the life in a castle. The Renaissance is his next destination, filled with art and invention. He discovers the importance of creativity and scientific inquiry. A journey to the Industrial Revolution shows him steam engines and factories. He learns about advancements in technology and industry. Next, he visits the 1960s and witnesses the space race. He learns about space exploration and the Cold War's impact. Returning to the present, Timothy realizes the value of understanding history. He decides to share his experiences and lessons with his friends. His adventures inspire his friends to learn and explore history. Timothy looks forward to more adventures, knowing history has endless stories. Sophie's invisible friend. Introduce Sophie, a young girl who often feels lonely because she's shy and finds it hard to make friends. One evening, Sophie hears a soft voice in her room, but she sees no one there. The voice introduces itself as Iffy, an invisible friend, surprising Sophie. At first, Sophie is unsure, but she starts talking to Iffy, and they quickly become friends. Iffy tells Sophie imaginative stories of magical worlds and distant galaxies. Sophie feels less lonely and starts to look forward to Iffy's company every day. With Iffy, Sophie learns to use her imagination to go on incredible adventures. They explore jungles, fly to the moon, and dive deep into the ocean, all in her imagination. Sophie starts to draw and paint the adventures and worlds she and Iffy visit. One day at school, Sophie decides to share her drawings with her classmates. The children are fascinated by her art and ask her to tell them stories about it. Sophie, with Iffy's encouragement, starts to tell her classmates about their adventures. The children love the stories and want to play imaginative games with Sophie. Sophie feels happy and included, realizing that sharing her imagination can bring friends. As Sophie makes more friends, she starts to see less of Iffy. Sophie feels sad about seeing Iffy less, but understands that friends sometimes come and go. Iffy tells Sophie that they'll always be friends, no matter where life takes them. Sophie learns the power of imagination and the joy of making real friends. Even though Iffy is not around much anymore, Sophie knows she's never truly alone. The story ends with Sophie understanding that friendship, whether seen or unseen, is always special. The Adventures of Beekle, the Unimaginary Friend. Introduce Beekle, an imaginary friend, born in a magical land where imaginary friends wait to be imagined by a real child. Beekle waits patiently, seeing his friends being imagined and disappearing to the real world. Days turn into weeks, and Beekle starts to wonder why he hasn't been chosen yet. One starry night, Beekle decides to embark on a journey to find his own friend. He sails across the sea of imagination, meeting various creatures along the way. After a long journey, Beekle arrives in the real world, a place he's never seen before. Everything is strange and new to him, and he begins to feel a bit scared and alone. He looks for his friend at a playground, but all the children already have their imaginary friends. Beekle climbs a tree and waits, hoping his friend will notice him. Time passes, and as he's about to give up, he hears a voice. The voice belongs to Alice, a girl who had imagined Beekle, but never thought she'd find him. They share a shy, happy moment, realizing they have been waiting for each other. Beekle and Alice start to play and explore the world together. They draw and create magical worlds, just like in Beekle's land. Beekle realizes he's finally found where he belongs. He understands that friendship was worth waiting and searching for. As they watch the sunset, Beekle knows he's no longer invisible. He's Alice's unimaginary friend. The story shows that sometimes friends find each other in the most unexpected ways. Beekle and Alice's adventures have just begun. Closing with a message about the power of imagination and the magic of friendship. Time to sleep. Good night.